Let's move on now to Kenya. And after a deeply acrimonious and chaotic debate, legislators finally approved the budget for the 2018 and 2019 fiscal year. Now, with it, they agreed to a raft of higher taxes on the East African nation's taxpayers. These are the main tax measures you need to know about. The most contentious proposal was the imposition of a value-added tax on petroleum products. A rate of 8% is now applicable on unleaded gas, diesel and kerosene. However, a levy of 18 US cents per litre was also applied on kerosene to discourage its use in diluting other fuels. Now, fuel prices were revised on the 21st of September to reflect the changes in tax law. At this point, a litre of kerosene costs marginally more than a litre of diesel. In the case of all three fuels, the government's take through 9 taxes and levies ranges from 33% to nearly 40% of the price consumers are paying at the pump. Now, Kenya's government also has increased excise duties on fees for mobile money transfer services provided by telecoms firms like Safaricom, Airtel and Telkom to about 15%. Banks, money transfer agencies and other financial service providers have not been spared either. Fees they charge for will now attract excise duty at a rate of 20%. Now, in the first quarter of the year, the value of mobile money transfers and transactions was well over 30 billion US dollars. Legislators had shot down proposals to introduce a mandatory contribution capped at $50 per month for employers and employees for a national housing fund. That proposal was subsequently approved in the 2018 Finance Act. Contributions will have to be made at a rate of 1.5% now of an employee's basic salary with a matching contribution from companies. Now, this clause will not be operational until the cabinet secretaries in charge of finance and housing have made the relevant regulation. Now, the only parties that got some tax cuts from the 2018 Finance Act were betting and gambling firms. Winners will have their take taxed at a rate of 20%, but firms will now face a much smaller tax rate of 15%, down from 35%. In this memo to legislators, Kenya's president argued that this move was needed to enhance equity and fairness in the country.